Hey, good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to the Florida Stacker channel. It is December 2nd. It is 10:59 a.m. here in the high 30s, Central Florida. That's right, high 30 degrees Fahrenheit, that is, here in Central Florida. So turn the heater on for the first time and maybe the only time all year this morning. All right, so I'm looking at spot price, and not much going on with silver at the moment. We're seeing a spot ask, that is, of $24.03 currently, with a bid of $23.83, so a 20-cent spread, pretty normal. Looking at gold, we're seeing a spot price of $1835.50 on the ask, with a bid of $18.25, $10 spread. That is actually up $10.30 on the morning. And looking at platinum, platinum has actually broached that $1,000 mark. It did so sometime late yesterday, because I'm looking at 12 a.m. Around 12 a.m. it was trading around 1,010. It's now at 1,030.60, so it's up $18.70. So platinum is continuing its run in the northern direction. So for today's video, I've got an article here that is called "Strong Manufacturing PMI Numbers Create an Upward Trend for Silver Prices." So we're going to look at manufacturing and how that ties into silver. Keep in mind, this is an article that I'm reading. These are not my own opinions, but I will provide those opinions as we go along. So a couple of bullets here, 3 bullets to be exact. Silver prices are soaring for the second consecutive day. Okay, I wouldn't say they're soaring. Actually, they're pretty much holding stable, but we did see a pretty good increase yesterday. China, Eurozone, and Japan have recorded strong manufacturing PMI numbers. Silver's safe haven appeal is up amid the downward momentum of the US dollar as well as stocks. All right, so silver prices are soaring for the second consecutive day. Once again, soaring, in my opinion, is the wrong adjective here. As of 9:02 GMT, the precious metal was up by 2.14% to trade at 23.10. So this is a little bit dated now. We're probably about 12 hours old on this article. The market is reacting to the strong manufacturing PMI numbers from different markets. Besides, silver's safe haven appeal has risen as the U.S. market indices and the dollar are on the decline. Now, that is true. The dollar has kind of tapered off over the last couple of days, and I'll go ahead and pull up the DXY here in just a minute, and we'll look and see how the dollar is performing as of now 11:02 a.m. East Coast time. So strong manufacturing numbers call silver to shine for the second day. As you know, silver is an industrial metal used in manufacturing sectors worldwide. Some of its uses include the manufacturing of mirrors, solar panels, and kitchenware. Kitchenware, that's the first time I've actually heard that one. The manufacturing PMI measures the performance of a country's manufacturing industry. Higher than expected numbers indicate increased demand for manufactured goods, an aspect that results in the heightened demand for silver. Subsequently, investors looking to trade silver are keen on manufacturing PMI from the major silver consumers. Okay, so this is bullish for silver whenever this PMI, which is a metric, indicates that there's going to be increased demand for this beautiful white metal. All right, so to begin with, the market is reacting to China's strong manufacturing PMI numbers. Okay, so we're focusing first on China. China is one of the largest consumers of this precious metal. As such, the stability of its economy is good news for silver prices. On November 30th, the China Logistics Information Center indicated that the country's manufacturing PMI was at 52.1. The figure was higher than the previous 51.4 and the forecast 51.5. Today, market has highlighted a similar trend. China's Caixin manufacturing PMI, that's spelled CAIXIN, so please excuse me if I mispronounce that. China's Caixin manufacturing PMI rose to 54.9. The number is an upsurge from the previous month's 53.6. Experts had forecast the PMI to reach 53.5. Okay, so once more, we're exceeding analyst expectations. Moving to Japan. So Japan's manufacturing PMI has also surpassed expectations. It has risen to 49.0. Experts had forecast that the number will remain unchanged, as the previous 48.3 was not expected to be surpassed. So it was surpassed, now at 49 over the forecast 48.3. Despite the bullish trend in the two countries' manufacturing sectors, some nations have recorded figures that are lower than expected. All right, so India is another one of the large consumers of silver. However, its current manufacturing PMI is 56.3, which is down from the preceding month's 58.9 and the forecast 57.3. At the same time, Australia's reading is 55.8. While that is below the expected 56.1, it is higher than the prior quarter of 54.2. Now in Europe, actually, let's find a European coin here since we're talking about Europe. All right, we've got the 2020 Britannia. In Europe, the Spanish manufacturing PMI has fallen below expectations. It has reached 49.8 against the forecast 50.5 and last month's 52.5. Investors interested in buying silver are also keen on the manufacturing PMI numbers from other European countries such as Germany, France, and Italy. The market will also react to markets data from the Eurozone, UK, and the US. In the emerging markets, the focus will be on the readings from South Africa and Brazil. Okay, so we're almost done here. Last paragraph. Silver's safe haven appeal is up. So, just like gold, investors view silver as a hedge against the instability of fiat currencies. In today's market, the price of the two precious metals are up as investors have shifted to these safe haven investments amid the weakening of the US dollar. So, we've mentioned yesterday during our video discussing gold and 10-year treasury yields that, a stronger dollar is bearish for gold and silver. Higher yields from bonds and treasuries, of course, are also bearish for gold and silver. So we're seeing stabilizing yields and a weakening dollar. So that's definitely giving some momentum to gold and silver today. Today, the dollar index was down 0.23 to trade at 91.65. The U.S. market indices are also trading in the red. The Dow Jones has declined by 0.91 similarly, and the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 are both down by 0.06 and 0.46 respectively. Okay, so that was an article obviously from yesterday. I've got my computer here, you can't see it, but let's go ahead and type in DXY and let's take a look and see. So 91.65, right, was what the article stated as of close of yesterday. So let's see how we're doing today. And it wants me to sign up. I don't want to sign up, so let's choose a different, let's go to investing.com. I like investing.com. All right, so 91.24. So down again, it's down 0.07 or almost 0.1% today, so not much, but we are still continuing to see some pressure on the US dollar. So that's definitely going to be an influencer here on the precious metals. So from the article, just to kind of recap real quick before we close this video out today, it looks like there are some bright lights ahead for silver when it comes to its industrial use, as well as also its monetary aspects, of course, as a safe haven investment, as a store of wealth against, a hedge, essentially, as you hear frequently on YouTube stacking channels, against the monetary policy that's been going on in the world for quite some time now, okay? So fiat currencies are continually being devalued, and we can see that in pretty much all asset prices, right? As the dollar has continued to weaken, we've seen housing values just really, really scream up. We've seen the stock market really scream up. I know President Trump really wanted a weaker dollar last year before this coronavirus, kicked off. And, he's getting it now. It might be a little late for him in that regard. What we shall see. There's still a few things left to figure out. But it looks like the dollar, we might be seeing, the lowest. Let's actually take a look here real quick and let's go out a little further in time. And I'm going to go to 5 years. And actually, no, back in 2018, the dollar was a little bit lower now. The DXY, that is. And if you're not familiar with the DXY, it is essentially a basket of currencies as compared to the strength of the dollar, right? So when the number in the DXY goes down, that means foreign currencies are actually increasing in strength while the dollar is weakening, and vice versa. We see a higher number in the DXY. That means the dollar is strengthening. And why just the dollar and its impact on gold? And that is because gold is valued in dollars, right? In the commodities market, Gold is valued in dollars. So as the dollar strengthens, that means people living abroad outside the United States for their native currency, they have to convert more of their native currency, their won, their yen, their euro, over into dollars to make that purchase, right? So if you're living overseas, when you see the dollar really weakening like it is right now, you're going to see gold prices coming down. That's favorable for those living outside the United States because they're going to be able to pick up gold at a cheaper price. And silver tends to kind of follow, right? It's a little bit of a laggard, but it tends to follow gold. So positive information today, guys, on the manufacturing sector for silver. That's a pretty good outlook to know that a lot of strong economies, especially over in Asia, not so much in Europe, but over in Asia, are showing signs of a pretty strong recovery, which is probably why we're seeing this increase in platinum. Think about it, right? There's a stronger, I wouldn't say strong. I hate using those overhyped adjectives right now. But there is a sense that 2021 could be a pretty decent recovery year in the manufacturing sector, which, of course, is bullish for silver. All right, everybody, that concludes today's video. Thank you for tuning in. We'll have another market update for you tomorrow. Until then, keep stacking, keep looking for the deals, and we'll see you on the next one.